The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 drops of my barium solution and place 4 drops in each of the 5 wells. Now you can either put your metal solution in first and then solutions 1 through 5 in next, or vice versa. It just really depends on what's convenient. And if you get more than 4, it's not a problem, just as long as you have about roughly the same amount. Okay, there we go. You can see that barium solution is clear. Okay, so now my next step, and you have to be really careful that you don't have any contamination with this. I'm going to take solution 1. Okay, you can see here, solutions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have them lined up, and I'm going to take a little bit of each. My dropper is pretty bad for that one. Let me swap that bottle out for a different one, and hopefully the dropper top is a little better. It'll give a little bit more suction. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that was solution 1, and now solution 2 into well 2. Solution 3. Again, all of these are clear solutions into well 3. Again, you know, we try to shoot for 4 drops. It's not a big deal. Solution 4. There's well 4. And last, solution 5 into well 5. Just ignore the bell. Okay, so I want to wait, you know, about 30 seconds or so. I can kind of shimmy my paper around a little bit. And again, keep in mind I'm doing this for barium, okay? Now, I'm assuming you probably don't notice any sort of an obvious color change at all. Really tough to see here. But what I do have some black paper, and I'm going to go ahead and put this against the black paper, okay? Now, keep in mind, the row we're looking at is this one, okay? So, see the difference here. If I take a look in well 1, I see it looks white and cloudy. Well 2 looks clear to me. Well 3 looks white and cloudy. And 4 and 5 look completely clear. We always want to be checking these to see if there's a color change, and I don't see any color change. So you're going to put your results in your data table, and remember, anytime we see a dramatic color change, or if we see precipitation, we would mark an X into that box. So what I'm going to do next, since I've tested the barium already, I'm going to go ahead and put solutions 1 through 5 in all of the wells where they need to be, and then I will individually go and test each of the other metal solutions so that you can see what happens. Okay, chemistry students, so we've already done the barium test together, and you got a chance to see that video clip. Now I'm going to go ahead and test the remaining solutions, so I'm just going to move one by one to each of the solutions. The next one I'm testing is this iron 3 solution. Notice that it is kind of an orangish color. It's a lot of students ask if it's orange juice. It is not orange juice. So I'm going to go ahead and add 4 drops of that into each of the wells. Now into these wells, I have already placed solutions 1 through 5 just to save some time. Get a little bit more. Wow, that was definitely surprising. Okay, again, I'm going to let this mix a little bit. Again, this is my iron. Okay. All right, so just looking at this, you know, I definitely see, if I get a little closer, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Okay, that looks to me, maybe if I tip it up you can see it, looks like there's definitely some solid material floating in there in well 1. Okay, it's a little hard to tell, but you can see when I zoom out. Well 2, I don't see much of anything happening. Well 3, that one, it's kind of tough. Get a little closer. Okay, it looks like it's got some cloudiness in there. I see some particles. Okay, well 4. I got, I think, a bit of a color change there. And well 5, I think we could all agree what we see for that one. Calcium's our next test, and if you were to look at the solution, kind of tough to see because of the style of bottle, but it's just a clear solution. There's no color to it. It's transparent. And again, here I'm going to place that cation solution. I've already got solutions 1 through 5 there to save some time. Hang on one second. Okay, I'm back. I'll grab some of the solution. We'll put some 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And you always want to put your lid back on your stock bottle. Okay, let that mix a little bit. I don't really see any like huge color changes there on that bottom row. That's our calcium. Let's take a look over here on the dark paper. Wow, okay. Looking at well 1, I can definitely see a white cloudy solid forming. Well 2 doesn't look like anything has happened. Well 3, I see some cloudy appearance. And then well 4, doesn't look like I see much of anything. Let me just make sure I've got my solutions in there correctly. I'm just going to top off solution. Just want to double check. I want to make sure I put just the right amount of everything in these. I want to make sure I didn't leave anything off just to be safe. Okay. All right, we'll go back over here and look. Yeah, again, see, look at that. So, and then nothing in 4 and 5. Now I want to point something out. Now that a little bit of time has passed, I go back up and I look at the iron. And I definitely still see some particles there, but in well 3, look how like it looks white and kind of chunky. That looks a little different than it did before. Okay, so we've done barium, we have done iron, and we have done the calcium. So we're moving on to the final 3.